New at 6, a state agency that was created to help protect the environment being accused of doing the exact opposite and putting the bay at risk in the process. KPIX 5 Susie Steimle is live in Foster City with this story. Susie?
Well, Liz, as you know, the Bay Area Conservation and Development Commission is that state agency that's tasked with protecting the bay and improving public access to it. But today in a state audit, one of many things that came to light is that abandoned boats have been sinking to the bottom of the bay, releasing harmful chemicals. The state found that BCDC knew about it and didn't do anything to prevent it, and says that's one of many failures pointed out in this report.
The mandate of BCDC is a great one, but they have lost their way, they're badly organized, and there's a lack of oversight.
Peter Blackmore is the co-founder of the Bay Stewardship Alliance. It's an organization that formed a year and a half ago out of concern that the state agency tasked with protecting the bay was instead putting it at risk. Today, the state released an audit confirming that fear.
So this just highlights to me more and more problems. They need to change.
The state audit highlights a massive backlog of cases BCDC has failed to act on. Some cases have been left open for 17 years. There are 230 open violation cases. The audit calls to attention 200 boats sitting in the water outside Sausalito right now. They've been there since 2010, and many have sunk to the bottom, releasing harmful chemicals. In 2013, the Coast Guard alerted BCDC about this tugboat. Today, the boat is still in the bay, deteriorating and sinking.
BCDC needs to up its game with regard to enforcement. We need to do more enforcement better. We need to do it more efficiently. And we need to make sure that the way we do it is transparent.
BCDC's executive director, Larry Goldsband, promises to turn things around. He says BCDC needs more staff and more state money.
And so we will work to get more resources to actually do compliance so that problems don't fester, that we can actually resolve them before they become big problems.
This agency is failing to do their job.
Mark Sanders is the president of West Point Harbor. His gripe is that BCDC ignores its backlog of substantive violations and instead focuses on fines for smaller infractions. He's been fined by BCDC 100 times for things like allowing the fire department to park at his marina and for putting a doggy bag dispenser on the docks. He says Larry Goldsband should step down.
If you've got a leadership problem, you got to start at the top. That's where the problem is.
And Larry Goldsband told me earlier today that he has no intention of stepping down. BCDC will be holding a public meeting on Thursday. The goal of that meeting is to discuss compliance action going forward. We're live in Foster City. Susie Steimle, KPIX 5.